Hello everyone, it's Neon. As a lot of you know, I'm currently 19 years of age, which means that, I got a decent amount of life experience, and certain things, not everything. For instance, like, taxes. I don't know how to do those. They didn't teach you how to do that in school. Well, they did, but I didn't really listen. So there is a large amount of things that I do know a pretty decent amount about. One of those is driving. Now, in the United States, at 15, you can take driver's ed, and once you're done with that, you get what's called a learner's permit, and that basically just lets you drive like with your parents or with like another adult in the car. As long as it's like a trusted adult, you can drive with them. Come up here, come up here, come up here. I got 1 HP, no HP in a dream, no HP in a dream. Okay, once you turn 16, after you've taken driver's ed, you get your actual driver's license, and you can drive on your own whenever you want, as long as you have a vehicle. And since I'm 19, I've been driving for at a minimum of on my own for 3 years. Now, I like to consider myself a good driver, since in those 3 years, I've never caused an accident. The keyword there, caused, though. I have been involved in a couple accidents. Now, the first of those accidents, I was coming home from robotics practice late one night at like 2 in the morning, alright? It's really late. I'd been programming all day, and I'm sitting on a stop sign maybe like 5 minutes from my house. And in the rear view mirror, I see a car coming, just kind of coming up in the back, and I'm like, okay, nothing new. I mean, it's late, so there's not a whole lot of people around, but like, people drive. I'm not the only person on the road. And I remember thinking, this guy's coming up pretty quickly. I'm not sure if that's an issue or not, but I didn't really think much of it. And I look back at the road, waiting for the light to turn green. Then, boom! I get rear-ended by some guy at 2 in the morning. It's like 2 in the morning. I call my dad, and I'm like, hey, I just got into a car accident. And probably he was like, oh, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Maybe it was a little inconvenient since, my car is now destroyed. But health-wise and like me personally, I was okay. I was doing fine. Maybe a little bit of whiplash, but it wasn't in any serious injury. Like I said, I was at a stop sign, and I think the guy was at least braking a little bit. I don't want to play this game with you. Hacks. Real. He beats me here though. Yeah. Yay. Anyways, afterwards, my dad kind of picked me up, and we got the car we got it back home. We got it towed and everything. But after that, he took me to the ER just to like make sure, because I had a bruise on my forehead and I didn't know how it got there. So my dad was like, that's suspicious. That sounds a lot like a concussion. So I went to the doctors, and they were like, nah, you're probably fine. Your neck might hurt a little bit, but oh, he just gave up. But yeah, they were like, yeah, you might have some stiff neck. Other than that, you should be okay. You're good to go. So, of course, next day, drove my dad's car to robotics practice. Went back to robotics practice because you can't miss robotics practice. We got like 6 weeks to build a whole robot. You think I could skip a practice? Nah. I'm gonna get like assassinated by the team. They're like, oh, you missed practice. I'm gonna get kidnapped and dragged there against my will. Getting in a car accident's not an excuse to miss practice. Greetings, green team. Goodbye, green team. But yeah, so that was the first accident I've ever been on, and let me tell you, that messed me up for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd be sitting at, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. That like messed me up a little bit. I'd be sitting at like a stop sign or at a red light, and I'd see someone coming up, and I'd like brace for impact. Like it didn't scare me out of driving, because I knew I was a good driver myself, and I didn't do anything wrong in that situation. But like, I'd be lying if I say I didn't see a car coming up behind me. I didn't tense up every now and then because I thought he was gonna hit me. Like that just happens, Dodged. Saw that coming. Saw that coming. Can I break the bed in time though? That's a good question. Yes. Oh my god, he takes no knockback. Bro's got like 8,000 ping. Hello. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Very swag of you. But now that first accident happened like maybe 6 months after I got my license. But the second one happened not that long ago, to be honest. It was maybe like half a year ago. Well, no, I lose track of time. It's maybe been about a year ago. But I was coming home from work at my first job, my first like real job. You got end stone. Did you leave? You didn't leave. Yeah. Anyways, though, the first job I had coming off of high school was just a basic tech support job, working for a local internet provider in my area. At the time of this accident, I was still working like 3 to like 12 or whatever. I don't remember the exact shift. This is like I said, it was like a year ago. I don't exactly remember, but I was working like a really weird late night shift. So I was coming home from work, and if you didn't know, I lived in fairly rural Michigan. I'm coming home, and it's like dark country road, right? We're not talking dirt gravel road, but it's still like there's no lights, right? It's farmland. I'm driving through basically what it amounts to a field. And this road, I mean, these roads, they're 55 country roads in Michigan, and a lot of states on the unmarked, they're 55 miles an hour. So I'm cruising, you know, I'm going the speed limit, even though there's nobody around me, and you could be, you know, I'm just minding my own business. Out of nowhere, a coyote jumps in front of my car. Now, if you don't know what a coyote is basically like a small wolf, basically a dog, right? It's like no different. They're super annoying, and they like are obnoxious as hell, and they're super loud. But this coyote jumps into my car. He wasn't in the road and I didn't see him. No, he was off the road, waited for me to drive past him, and as I was passing him, jumped into my car. Like, what? What? Explain to me. Explain the thought process there. Bro tore straight through my car's radiator and fan assembly, and it still got damaged there today. My car still is missing part of its front bumper because I didn't feel like buying for a replacement for a cosmetic piece. But yeah, anyways, I hit the coyote, and I was only a couple minutes away from my house, so it wasn't that bad. I kept driving. I eventually got home, and I was like leaking radiator fluid, all this other stuff. It was pretty bad. And then we called the police, because you gotta like call and be like, hey, for insurance reasons and whatnot. They gotta go clear it. Like it's a bit obnoxious and whatnot. But we call like the non-emergency 911 number, because it's not 911. I don't remember the exact number. In most places you can just call your county sheriff office. If it's not an emergency, you can just call like the department number and they'll answer, because it's like, hey, not an emergency, but I do like need y'all to take care of this. So we got that taken care of, and then went home. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, that was fun. Coyote out of nowhere for absolutely no reason just absolutely ripped through my radiator. My car didn't stand a chance, dude. That's not even my fault. What am I even supposed to do about that? You just jumped in my car. I can't just predict that he's gonna do that. I don't know why you just abandoned his bed. Just like willingly gave it up. Oh. He survived that? Oh my god. Never mind. Yeah, I've kind of forgot what point I was trying to make with this video. So I guess you can just enjoy some Bedwars gameplay. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh, the pack I'm using, by the way, is Bamsy35K. I'm gonna include a link to probably just his video on it, since it's not really my pack. And I'd feel bad just linking his pack instead of like being like, hey, go check out his video on it, because, you know, he had a video on it. So you'll see that in the description if you guys want to try the pack out. It's a good pack. It sort of makes you better at the game, guaranteed. I lived that on half a heart. I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't using BAMC 35 kit. I guess I can use this also to plug my stuff. Shameless self-promotion here. If you want, go check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/RealNeonIsEpic. I go live every day, usually around like 11 to 12 EST. We mostly just play Bedwars and hang out. I talk to chat. I just like hanging out. Follow my TikTok. I'm sure a lot of you here already probably found me off TikTok since I'm bigger on TikTok than I am anywhere else. But if you are not, if you happen to be the few who do not know me on TikTok, go check it out. I post daily clips, a lot of MLG Rush, a lot of clutches, a lot of just drag clicking content, that kind of thing. I'm probably gonna start posting actual like Bedwars clips there, but for now the drag clicking just does well, so that's what I do. I think he's gonna notice me. Guess not. It's a strange play, but you know, what am I gonna do about it? Who am I to judge? Where did Gray Team go? Did they fall? Huh. They're just gone. Oh, they're right there. Never mind. That makes more sense. It's just us two. Why? What are the chances I get a clip on him here? Pretty high, apparently. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked, subscribe if you want. Other than that, take care. See you guys next time. Goodbye.